Adams County, Wisconsin is a beautiful area located in the central part of the state. The county is known for its rolling hills, scenic landscapes, and natural beauty, making it a popular destination for outdoor enthusiasts. The county was established in 1848 and named after John Quincy Adams, the sixth President of the United States. The county has a rich history, with many museums and historical sites that showcase its past. Adams County is home to several natural attractions, including Castle Rock Lake, Petenwell Lake, and Rocha Cree State Park. These areas offer a variety of recreational activities such as fishing, boating, hiking, and camping. Castle Rock Lake is Wisconsin's fourth largest lake and is a popular spot for fishing, boating, and swimming. The lake's clear water and sandy beaches make it an ideal destination for families looking to spend time in the sun. Petenwell Lake is the second largest lake in Wisconsin and is known for its excellent fishing opportunities. The lake is home to a variety of fish species, including walleye, muskie, and bass. Rocha Cree State Park is another popular attraction in Adams County. The park is home to a 300-foot rock formation that offers stunning views of the surrounding area. The park also has several hiking trails, picnic areas, and a campground. In addition to its natural attractions, Adams County is also home to several museums and historical sites. The Adams County Historical Society Museum showcases the county's rich history, with exhibits on Native American culture, early settlement, and local industries. The Wisconsin Concrete Park is another popular attraction, featuring over 200 concrete sculptures created by artist Fred Smith. Adams County is also known for its vibrant arts community. The county hosts several arts festivals throughout the year, including the Friendship Art and Craft Fair and the Grand Marsh Corn Festival. Before the arrival of European settlers, Adams County was home to various Native American tribes, including the Ho-Chunk, Menominee, and Ojibwe. They lived off the land, hunting, fishing, and cultivating crops such as corn and beans. The area was abundant in natural resources, including timber, which was used for building and fuel. In the mid-1800s, the first European settlers arrived in the area. Many came from New England and New York, attracted by the fertile land and abundant resources. They established small farms and homesteads, cultivating crops and raising livestock. In 1853, Adams County was officially created, named after John Quincy Adams, the sixth President of the United States. The county seat was established in Friendship, which remains the largest town in the county to this day. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, the lumber industry boomed in Adams County. Timber companies flocked to the area, cutting down vast forests and shipping the wood to mills across the country. The industry brought wealth and jobs to the area, but also led to environmental destruction and depletion of resources. As the lumber industry declined, agriculture became the mainstay of the Adams County economy. Farmers continued to cultivate crops and raise livestock, with dairy farming becoming particularly important. The county also became known for its production of cranberries, with numerous cranberry bogs still in operation today. In the mid-20th century, tourism began to play a significant role in Adams County's economy. Visitors were drawn to the county's natural beauty, including its numerous lakes, forests, and parks. The county's rich history also became a draw, with visitors coming to learn about the area's Native American and pioneer heritage. Today, Adams County continues to thrive as a vibrant and diverse community. Its residents are proud of their heritage and work hard to preserve the area's natural resources and historical landmarks. The county is home to a range of businesses, including small farms, manufacturing companies, and tourist attractions. Throughout its history, Adams County has faced numerous challenges and overcome them with resilience and determination. From the earliest Native American inhabitants to the modern-day residents, the county's people have always worked together to build a better future. As the county continues to grow and change, its rich history will always be a source of pride and inspiration. One of the most notable figures from Adams County is William A. Jones. Born in Friendship, Wisconsin in 1849, Jones went on to become a prominent politician and businessman. He served as a member of the United States House of Representatives and as Secretary of Commerce and Labor under President William Howard Taft. Jones was also a successful entrepreneur, co-founding the Acme Steel Company and the Republic Iron and Steel Company. Another well-known figure from Adams County is Alvin O. Lombard. Born in the town of Easton in 1856, Lombard was an inventor and entrepreneur who made significant contributions to the logging industry. He is credited with inventing the Lombard steam log hauler, a vehicle used to transport logs through snow-covered forests. Lombard's invention revolutionized the logging industry and made it possible to transport large quantities of logs more efficiently. In the world of sports, Adams County has produced several notable athletes. One of the most well-known is Jim Leonhardt, a football player who was born in Ladysmith and raised in Boney, Wisconsin. Leonhardt played college football at the University of Wisconsin-Madison before going on to play in the NFL for several teams, including the Baltimore Ravens and Denver Broncos. Another athlete from Adams County is Bill Schroeder, a former Major League Baseball player. Schroeder was born in Milwaukee, but grew up in Grand Marsh, Wisconsin. He played for the Milwaukee Brewers and California Angels during his career. Adams County has also produced several notable musicians. One of the most famous is Les Paul, a guitarist and inventor who was born in Waukesha, Wisconsin, but spent much of his childhood in Adams County. Paul is credited with inventing the solid-body electric guitar, which revolutionized the world of music. In the world of literature, Adams County is home to Jerry Apps, an author and historian who has written numerous books about rural Wisconsin life. Apps was born in Wild Rose, Wisconsin, and has lived in Adams County for much of his life. His books, which include The Quiet Season, Remembering Country Winters and Old Farm, A History, have been praised for their vivid descriptions of rural life in Wisconsin. These are just a few of the many famous people who have called Adams County, Wisconsin their home. From politicians and entrepreneurs to athletes and musicians, this county has produced a diverse group of individuals who have made significant contributions to their respective fields. Despite its relatively small size and population, Adams County has a rich history and continues to make an impact on the world today. Adams County was established in 1848, and at the time, the area was primarily used for farming and lumbering. As the population grew and demand for transportation increased, roads became a necessity. The first roads in the county were little more than rough dirt paths, and travel was difficult and often dangerous. In the early 1900s, the county began to invest in road infrastructure, and the first concrete and asphalt roads were built. This led to an increase in commerce and tourism in the area, as it was easier for people to travel to and from the county. By the 1920s, Adams County had a well-developed road system, with major highways connecting the county to other parts of Wisconsin. Development of roads in Adams County. Today, Adams County has a network of well-maintained roads that are essential for transportation and commerce. The county has a total of 545 miles of roads, with 266 miles of paved roads and 279 miles of gravel roads. The county's main highways include State Highways 13, 21, and 82. These highways connect Adams County to other parts of Wisconsin and are critical for the movement of goods and services. In addition to these highways, there are several county roads that serve as important connectors between towns and communities within the county. In recent years, Adams County has invested in the development of a bike trail network. The Great Sauk Trail is a 33-mile paved trail that runs through the county, providing residents and visitors with a safe and enjoyable way to explore the area. The trail is a popular destination for cyclists, walkers, and joggers and has helped to boost tourism in the area. Significance of roads in Adams County. The roads in Adams County are essential for the economic development and growth of the area. They provide access to markets, transportation, and tourism, which are critical for the county's economy. The well-maintained roads also ensure the safety and well-being of residents, providing quick and easy access to emergency services. In addition, the county's road infrastructure has contributed to the quality of life of residents by providing access to recreational activities and natural resources. The bike trails, in particular, have made it easier for people to explore the natural beauty of the area, promoting an active and healthy lifestyle. Wisconsin is known for its rich agricultural heritage, which has played a significant role in the state's economy and history. Agriculture in Wisconsin dates back to the early 1800s when settlers first arrived in the region. Today, Wisconsin is a major agricultural state and is ranked among the top 10 agricultural states in the country. The state's diverse landscape, consisting of rolling hills, fertile valleys, and abundant water resources, provides an ideal environment for agriculture. Wisconsin's agricultural industry produces a wide range of crops and livestock, including dairy products, corn, soybeans, wheat, cranberries, potatoes, and beef and pork. One of Wisconsin's most significant agricultural products is dairy. Wisconsin is known as the dairy state, and for good reason. The state is home to over 1.2 million dairy cows and is the nation's leading producer of cheese. Wisconsin's dairy industry generates billions of dollars in economic activity each year and supports thousands of jobs in the state. In addition to dairy, Wisconsin is also a major producer of cranberries. The state is responsible for producing over half of the world's cranberries, and the industry generates over $300 million in economic activity each year. Wisconsin's cranberry industry is centered around the central part of the state, where the unique climate and soil conditions are ideal for growing the tart fruit. Wisconsin is also a significant producer of corn and soybeans. These crops are used in a wide range of products, including animal feed, ethanol, and human food products. Wisconsin's wheat industry is smaller but still significant, with the state producing millions of bushels each year. Potatoes are another essential crop in Wisconsin, with the state ranking third in the nation in potato production. Potatoes are grown in several regions of the state, with the central and northern regions being the most significant. Livestock production is also a crucial part of Wisconsin's agricultural industry. The state is a major producer of beef and pork, with thousands of farms raising cattle and hogs across the state. Wisconsin's farmers also produce significant amounts of poultry, eggs, and honey. In recent years, Wisconsin's agricultural industry has faced challenges, including low commodity prices, weather-related disasters, and changes in international trade policies. However, Wisconsin's farmers and agricultural businesses have proven resilient and adaptable, and the industry continues to be a vital part of the state's economy and culture. Wisconsin is a state with a rich history and diverse culture. However, like many states, it also has its fair share of strange and outdated laws. While many of these laws are no longer enforced, they remain on the books and are an interesting glimpse into the state's legal history. Here are some of the weirdest laws in Wisconsin. Butter and cheese making is illegal in residential areas. In Wisconsin, it is illegal to make butter or cheese in a residential area. The law was put in place in 1957 to regulate dairy production and to ensure that dairy products were made in sanitary conditions. While it's not enforced today, it's still technically illegal to make your own butter or cheese at home. No kissing in a cheese factory. While Wisconsin is known for its cheese, there's one thing you're not allowed to do in a cheese factory: kiss. According to a law from the 1800s, it's illegal to kiss your sweetheart inside a cheese factory. This was likely put in place to prevent distractions and accidents in a potentially hazardous workplace. You can serve margarine in restaurants unless it's specifically requested. In Wisconsin, restaurants can serve margarine unless it's specifically requested by the customer. This law was put in place in 1895 to protect the state's dairy industry, which was threatened by the growing popularity of margarine. While margarine is no longer seen as a major threat to the dairy industry, the law remains on the books. Don't shoot animals from a moving vehicle. While this might seem like a common-sense law, it's worth noting that it's specifically illegal in Wisconsin to shoot animals from a moving vehicle. This includes both hunting and non-hunting situations, and applies to both drivers and passengers. The law was put in place to prevent accidents and ensure a fair hunt. You can't worry a squirrel. In Wisconsin, it's illegal to worry a squirrel. This means that you can harass, chase, or otherwise disturb a squirrel in any way. This law is likely in place to protect the state's wildlife. and is generally not enforced. Almost heaven. Wisconsin, land of cheese and beer, tall trees and rolling hills, also beautiful and clear. Country roads, take me home, to the place I belong. Wisconsin, with its farms and lakes, take me home. Country roads, highways winding through the state, pastures and cornfields in sight, take me to the Wisconsin dells, water parks and resorts so bright. Country roads, take me home, to the place I belong. Wisconsin, with its friendly folks, take me home. Country roads, in Green Bay, Packers play, breweries and brats in Milwaukee, Door County cherries, cranberries too, fish boils and supper clubs to view. Country roads, take me home, to the place I belong. Wisconsin, with its dairy farms, take me home. Country roads, mountains may not grace this land, but the badgers sure can dance, so take me down to Madison town, where the university wears its crown. Country roads, take me home, to the place I belong. Wisconsin, with its badger pride, take me home. Country roads, almost heaven. Wisconsin, land of cheese and beer, tall trees and rolling hills, also beautiful and clear. Country roads, take me home, to the place I belong. Wisconsin, with its farms and lakes, take me home. Country roads. Here are a few jokes about Wisconsin. Why did the cheese go to the art museum in Wisconsin? To see the waving paintings. Why do Wisconsinites always lock their cars during Packers games, so nobody tries to iron them? Why don't Wisconsinites ever call their state West Michigan? Because then they'd have to repaint all the cheese heads. What did the cheese say to itself in the mirror? Hello, me doing today? A reference to the popular cheese from the state. How do you know when a Wisconsinite is an optimist? When they start grilling outside in February. Wisconsin has a complex prison system with a variety of facilities and programs. The state's Department of Corrections oversees 36 correctional institutions, including maximum security, medium security, and minimum security facilities. In addition, the department also operates several juvenile detention centers and community-based programs. The prison system in Wisconsin has undergone significant changes over the years, particularly in the areas of rehabilitation and reentry. The state has implemented various programs to help inmates develop job skills and prepare for a life outside of prison. For example, the Correctional Industries Program provides inmates with vocational training and work experience in a variety of industries, such as woodworking, metal fabrication, and printing. Another program is the Earned Release Program, which allows eligible inmates to participate in a variety of educational and job training programs to earn early release. Inmates who complete the program are more likely to succeed upon their release and less likely to return to prison. Wisconsin has also taken steps to address the issue of overcrowding in its prisons. In recent years, the state has implemented alternative sentencing programs, such as drug courts and community supervision, to reduce the number of people in prison. In addition, the state has expanded its use of electronic monitoring and increased funding for mental health and substance abuse treatment programs. Despite these efforts, Wisconsin's prison system still faces challenges. The state's incarceration rate is higher than the national average, and the system has been criticized for its treatment of inmates with mental health issues. Additionally, the state's use of solitary confinement has also come under scrutiny. Wisconsin has a long history of producing talented football players, many of whom have gone on to have successful careers in the NFL. Here are a few of the most notable Wisconsin football players. J.J. Watt. Watt played for the Wisconsin Badgers from 2009 to 2010 and was a two-time first-team All-American. He was selected by the Houston Texans in the first round of the 2011 NFL Draft and has since become one of the most dominant defensive players in the league. Russell Wilson. Wilson played for the Badgers during the 2011 season after transferring from NC State. He led the team to a Big Ten championship and a Rose Bowl appearance before being drafted by the Seattle Seahawks in the third round of the 2012 NFL Draft. He has since become one of the most successful quarterbacks in the league, winning a Super Bowl with the Seahawks in 2014. Ron Dayne. Dayne played for the Badgers from 1996-1999 and was a two-time All-American. He won the Heisman Trophy in 1999 and set the NCAA record for career rushing yards with 6,397. He was selected by the New York Giants in the first round of the 2000 NFL Draft and played for several teams during his professional career. Melvin Gordon. Gordon played for the Badgers from 2011 to 2014 and was a two-time All-American. He set the single-game rushing record for the Badgers with 408 yards in 2014 and was selected by the San Diego Chargers in the first round of the 2015 NFL Draft. He currently plays for the Denver Broncos. Joe Thomas. Thomas played for the Badgers from 2003 to 2006 and was a two-time first-team All-American. He was selected by the Cleveland Browns in the first round of the 2007 NFL Draft and went on to have a Hall of Fame career as one of the best offensive linemen in NFL history. These are just a few of the many talented football players to come out of Wisconsin. The Badgers have a rich history of producing great players, and the state has also produced several notable NFL players who did not play for the Badgers, such as Tony Romo and J.J. Watt's younger brothers. T.J. and Derek. B.J. and the Bear was a popular television series that aired from 1979 to 1981. The show featured a truck driver named B.J. McKay and his pet chimpanzee named Bear, as they traveled across the country in a big rig. Despite its initial success, the show eventually failed to maintain its popularity and was cancelled after 3 seasons. One of the reasons for the show's decline in popularity was its repetitive and formulaic storylines. Each episode followed a similar structure, with BJ and Bear encountering a problem on the road and working together to solve it. The show's lack of originality and creativity made it predictable and boring for viewers. Another factor that contributed to the show's decline was the changing landscape of television programming in the early 1980s. As cable television became more widespread, audiences had access to a wider variety of programming and were no longer limited to the 3 major networks. This led to increased competition for viewership, and BJ and the Bear was unable to keep up with the changing trends in television. Additionally, the show faced criticism for its portrayal of women and minorities. Female characters were often relegated to supporting roles and portrayed as overly emotional and dependent on male characters. Minority characters were also stereotyped and poorly developed, which alienated many viewers. In conclusion, while BJ and the Bear initially found success with its unique premise and charismatic lead actor, the show ultimately failed to maintain its popularity due to its repetitive storylines, changing television landscape, and problematic portrayal of women and minorities. The 1970s were a golden age for cop shows on television, with iconic series like Starsky and Hutch, Kojak, and The Rockford Files capturing audiences with their gritty, action-packed stories of law enforcement. But what if these shows had been set in Wisconsin? Here are some great 1970s cop shows that could have benefited from a Wisconsin setting. Baretta. This series starred Robert Blake as Tony Baretta, a streetwise undercover cop in the tough streets of New York. But imagine if the show had been set in Milwaukee. With Baretta navigating the city's many distinct neighborhoods and cultures, the show could have explored the city's rich brewing history, its famous festivals, and its thriving music scene. Hawaii Five-0. While this classic series was set in Hawaii, it could have easily been transplanted to Wisconsin with some creative reimagining. The show's star, Steve Garrett, was a no-nonsense cop who took down criminals with a mix of brains and brawn. If set in Wisconsin, the show could have taken advantage of the state's many natural wonders, from the shores of Lake Michigan to the rolling hills of the Driftless region. The streets of San Francisco. This gritty series followed 2 detectives as they solved crimes in the seedy underworld of San Francisco. But why not set it in Wisconsin's largest city, Milwaukee? The show could have explored the city's rich history, from its founding as a trading post to its role as a brewing capital. Plus, the city's many unique neighborhoods and landmarks could have provided a wealth of storytelling opportunities. Harley-Davidson is an American motorcycle manufacturer that was founded in 1903 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The company was started by William S. Harley and Arthur Davidson, who were both in their early 20s at the time. Their first motorcycle was built in a small shed with the help of Arthur's brothers, Walter and William. The prototype was essentially a bicycle frame with a small engine attached, but it quickly became clear that the machine had potential. In 1904, the company produced its first production motorcycle, which was powered by a single-cylinder engine. The following year, Harley-Davidson introduced its first V-twin engine, which would become a defining feature of the company's motorcycles. Throughout the early 20th century, Harley-Davidson continued to innovate and improve its motorcycles, developing new features like electric lights, brakes, and kickstarters. The company's bikes became known for their power, reliability, and distinctive sound, which was produced by the V-twin engine. During World War II, Harley-Davidson produced motorcycles for the U.S. military, and the company's reputation was further enhanced by the use of its bikes by American soldiers. After the war, the popularity of motorcycles increased, and Harley-Davidson became one of the most well-known motorcycle brands in the world. Despite the company's success, Harley-Davidson faced financial difficulties in the 1970s and 1980s, partly due to increased competition from Japanese motorcycle manufacturers. However, the company was able to recover in the 1990s, and today, Harley-Davidson remains a leading motorcycle manufacturer, with a loyal fan base and a reputation for quality and innovation. Throughout its history, Harley-Davidson has become a symbol of American freedom and individuality, and the company's motorcycles have been featured in countless movies, TV shows, and music videos. The distinctive Harley-Davidson logo, with its stylized eagle and shield, has become an iconic symbol of the American motorcycle culture. Easy Rider is a counterculture film that was released in 1969 and directed by Dennis Hopper, who also starred in the film along with Peter Fonda and Jack Nicholson. The movie follows two bikers, Wyatt and Billy, as they ride motorcycles from Los Angeles to New Orleans in search of personal freedom and the American dream. While the film was a critical and commercial success and is widely regarded as a classic, some viewers may find it overrated for several reasons. The plot can be slow and meandering. While the film has a strong central theme of freedom and rebellion, the actual plot can be seen as slow and aimless. The narrative is not necessarily linear, and some scenes can feel like they drag on without much purpose. The characters may lack depth. While the film's characters are certainly iconic and memorable, some viewers may find them lacking in depth and development. Wyatt and Billy, in particular, are seen as symbols of the counterculture movement rather than fully realized characters. The film's message may not resonate with all viewers. Easy Rider is a product of its time and speaks to the values and aspirations of the counterculture movement of the late 1960s. Some viewers may not connect with the film's message or may find it dated. The film's representation of marginalized groups may be problematic. While the film is often praised for its representation of counterculture and rebellion, some viewers may find the way that certain groups are represented to be problematic. For example, the film's portrayal of women and people of color has been criticized as stereotypical and shallow. Overall, while Easy Rider is certainly a landmark film in American cinema and has had a lasting impact on popular culture, some viewers may find it overrated due to its slow pacing, lack of character depth. CC and Company is a 1970 American biker film starring Joe Namath as biker CC, Ryder and Anne Margaret as fashion journalist Anne McCallie. The movie also features William Smith as the villain Moon and real-life Hells Angels members as extras. The plot of the film follows CC, Ryder, a motorcycle mechanic and member of a motorcycle gang called the Heads, who meets Anne McCallie while fixing her motorcycle. The two begin a relationship, but their romantic bliss is interrupted when Moon, a rival biker, sets his sights on Anne and threatens CC and his gang. While CC and Company may not have received critical acclaim, it is still a cult classic among biker film enthusiasts. The film's main draw is the presence of Joe Namath, who was at the height of his career as a football star when he made the movie. The film also features impressive motorcycle stunts, including a scene where Namath jumps over a line of parked cars on his bike. Despite its cult status, CC and Company was not a box office success and did not launch Namath's acting career as some had hoped. However, The film remains a nostalgic look back at the biker culture of the 1970s and a fun watch for fans of the genre. Wisconsin, like every state in America, has its own unique slang and sayings that can be confusing to outsiders. These phrases are often specific to the state's culture and reflect the region's history, geography, and people. One of the most well-known Wisconsin sayings is "ufda," a phrase with Norwegian roots that expresses surprise, exhaustion, or dismay. It is often used when someone is feeling overwhelmed or stressed. "Ufda" has become so popular in Wisconsin that it has been adopted as a state motto and can be seen on license plates and t-shirts. Another common Wisconsin phrase is bubbler, which refers to a drinking fountain. This term is particularly popular in the Milwaukee area, where it is said to have originated. The origins of the term are unclear, but it is thought to have originated from the name of a drinking fountain manufacturer, Bubbler Corporation. When it comes to food, Wisconsinites have their own unique vocabulary. Cheesehead is a term that originated from the state's love of cheese, particularly cheese curds and the famous Wisconsin cheddar. The term has become so popular that it has been adopted as the official nickname for Wisconsin sports teams, particularly the Green Bay Packers. Another food-related saying in Wisconsin is fish fry, which refers to the state's Friday night tradition of serving fried fish, often with French fries, coleslaw, and rye bread. This tradition is particularly popular in the heavily Catholic areas of the state, where meat is often avoided on Fridays during Lent. Wisconsin is also known for its heavy use of "ope," a phrase used to express surprise or apology when accidentally bumping into someone or making a mistake. It is similar to the phrase "oops" in other parts of the country. In conclusion, Wisconsin's unique slang and sayings reflect the state's history, culture, and geography. From "ufda" to "cheesehead" to "fish fry," these phrases help to define the state's identity and make it a distinct and interesting place to live and visit. Wisconsin is known for its lively bar scene and abundance of unique drinking establishments. Whether you're looking for a classic dive bar or a trendy craft cocktail spot, Wisconsin has something for everyone. Here are a few of the best bars in Wisconsin. The Old Fashioned, located in Madison. The Old Fashioned is a quintessential Wisconsin bar, known for its namesake drink. The Old Fashioned serves up classic Wisconsin fare and has an impressive selection of Wisconsin beers on tap. The Safe House, a spy-themed bar in Milwaukee. The Safe House is a unique and exciting drinking experience. The entrance to the bar is hidden, and guests need to provide the password or complete a spy-themed mission to gain entry. Volsky's Tavern, a classic Milwaukee dive bar. Volsky's Tavern is known for its cheap drinks and friendly atmosphere. The bar is also famous for its "I-closed Volsky's" bumper stickers, which can be seen all over the city. The Velvet Room, a chic cocktail lounge located in the historic Third Ward of Milwaukee. The Velvet Room is known for its expertly crafted cocktails and upscale atmosphere. The Joint, a beloved Green Bay bar. The Joint is a local institution that has been around for decades. The bar is known for its lively atmosphere and strong drinks. The Nitty Gritty, a popular bar in Madison. The Nitty Gritty is famous for its birthday shots and cheerful atmosphere. The bar also has a famous tradition of giving out free drinks to anyone who can name all 50 states in less than a minute. The Up and Under, a live music venue and bar located in Milwaukee. The Up and Under is known for its eclectic mix of music and lively atmosphere. The bar has hosted countless local and national musicians over the years. These are just a few of the many great bars Wisconsin has to offer. Whether you're local or just passing through, be sure to check out some of these unique and beloved drinking establishments. Wisconsin is known for its long-standing brewing tradition and is home to many renowned breweries. Some of the most famous beers brewed in Wisconsin include Spotted Cow, brewed by New Glarus Brewing Company. This is a Belgian-style farmhouse ale that is not distributed outside of Wisconsin. It has a fruity and spicy flavor and is considered a staple of Wisconsin beer culture. Leinkugel's Summer Shandy, brewed by Jacob Leinkugel Brewing Company. This beer is a refreshing combination of traditional wheat beer and natural lemonade flavor. Miller Lite, brewed by Miller Coors. This is a light beer with a crisp taste and is known as one of the best-selling beers in the United States. Lakefront Brewery Riverwest Stein, This is a traditional German-style lager that is brewed by Lakefront Brewery. It has a deep amber color and a smooth, malty flavor. Central Waters Brewing Company Bourbon Barrel Stout. This is a rich and complex stout beer that is aged in oak bourbon barrels. It has a strong bourbon flavor and is brewed in Amherst, Wisconsin. Capital Brewery Wisconsin Amber. This is a smooth, medium-bodied amber ale that is brewed by Capital Brewery. It has a malty sweetness with a hint of caramel. Sprecher Brewing Company Black Bavarian. This is a dark, full-bodied Bavarian-style beer with a rich, malty flavor. It is brewed by Sprecher Brewing Company and is often paired with hearty meals. I apologize deeply for traveling to Wisconsin on the Sabbath. As someone who values their faith and the traditions that come with it, I understand how my actions may have been seen as disrespectful or even hurtful to those who observe the Sabbath. I take full responsibility for my actions and the impact they may have had on others. I know that traveling on the Sabbath is forbidden in some religions, and I regret not taking this into consideration before making my travel plans. I understand that my behavior may have caused disappointment or frustration among those who share my beliefs, and for that, I am truly sorry. I understand that my actions do not align with the values and principles of my faith, and I will work to ensure that I am more mindful and respectful in the future. I want to assure everyone that my decision to travel on the Sabbath was not intentional or meant to cause harm. I had planned this trip long before I realized it would fall on the Sabbath, and I failed to take the necessary steps to adjust my plans accordingly. I will work to be more vigilant in the future and ensure that I am always mindful of the impact my actions may have on others. Once again, I apologize deeply for my mistake, and I hope that my sincere remorse and willingness to learn from my errors can help to repair any damage caused by my actions.